Hey guys, it's Rachich. Affliction League is starting in a few days and you should be ready for that moment with a good league starter. In 3.23 patch notes we see a lot of changes that have changed the build's meta in some way. And after analyzing these changes I prepared my top starters for the Affliction League. And also I made 2 of these starters by myself. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and like it. And let's get started. The first build is Venom Gyre Raider. This build has a very good clearing speed and enjoyable gameplay. Leveling is also excellent, everything is very simple and clear. I made a whole video about this build where I personally checked everything and I can safely recommend it for starting. Convenient clearing speed on any tier of the map, minor problems with single target against uber bosses, and this is an archer, so you have to run, it's all about this build. In the new league, this build received an additional 4 projectiles, which made it a little stronger. And it doesn't require a lot of currency to reach red maps at all, so just pick up things from the floor and do some crafting, and you're ready to go. In my passive building there is detailed information about the entire progression of the build, leveling skill gems, passive tree, and of course items. In deep endgame you can swap your Venom Gyres for any other builds depending on the ranger class. And that's the reason why I don't recommend to start with Venom Gyre champion, so choose only Raider to swap in the future maybe. The next build is my Venom Gyre Deadeye, but now you see not only my gameplay, because when I was recording this video I couldn't buy Val Venom skill gem because the league is ended. But anyway, you have my POB with all detailed information. I really spent a lot of time, making this path building, so you can see now leveling tree, leveling gems, leveling items, and how to craft all endgame gear. So much effort, yeah. Now about builds. In patch now we see that Venom Gyre received plus 10 maximum code projectiles, and it means that we can deal more damage against single target and our clear speed is even better now. So in previous leagues this build was used with common spirit glows, but now these glows have been weakened 3 times, so using them is not an option. But fortunately I found excellent path buildings for all stages of this build, without chaos, so Venom Gyre is as alive as ever. This build has almost no drawback, except that he dies easily because it's Deadeye. Excellent clearing speed, can run maps even in 4 link, excellent damage on bosses, and progression in the future. Lightning Arrow has become much stronger in Affliction. LA received a huge boost with plus 2 additional targets, and now I can't imagine how fast can Lightning Arrow be when we talk about maps. Since Helmet Labyrinth enchantment have been removed from the game, now we just start the league and already has even more projectiles and damage. The only problem is really squishy gameplay when you can die in 1 second just because you're playing Lightning Arrow. So not a big defense, but godlike clearing speed and boss damage. The next build is super popular as a league starter because it's really not complicated and the only drawback is totems. Explosive Arrow champion built by Scissoran is always a good option to start your league with if you want to play without any risk. This build has a lot of defense, also hardcore available, good solo target damage and not bad clearing speed, but Ballista's gameplay is not for everyone. I don't really like this build because of Ballista gameplay, and I think I don't need to talk about this build more because Scissoran has many videos about EA champion, just watch it if you want to try this build. The next build can be a little boring for someone, but Toxic Rain Pathfinder always was a good option to start league with. And in 3.23 we have more Toxic Rain base duration, plus 0.20 seconds. And you might be like, Rachich, it's really a small amount of time, not a big boost. And I will answer, no, it's a really good boost for single target damage and Toxic Rain always needed it. So good clearing speed, good defense, and now better single target damage. It's all about Toxic Rain. Scissoran just posted the video about this build and I guess it's a really solid starter, but maybe a little boring for someone, so just choose wisely. Next build I wanna talk about is Summon Raging Spirit Guardian. I personally played Summoner builds only 1 time, many leagues ago, and I enjoyed it. But for some reason I didn't want to play it again, not because it's like not strong, just for some reason I didn't want to play it again. This league we see that Summon Raging Spirit has a really good options, plus chance to summon an extra minion, not a really godlike change but it's a little better, and without the Labyrinth enchantment this build is easier to build than before. Good boss single target and area damage, fantastic defense because you are summoner, and interesting gameplay, I guess. So try it if you wanna play minions. These are the 5 builds I recommend to start with. But there are also those that I want to mention because of the improvements in Affliction League. Boneshatter has always been a good starter and a good melee build, almost the only one with such damage, clearing speed and survivability for a small price. With the new Transfigure gem, we see a great alternative to the regular version in future. Boneshatter of Complex Trauma gives us more burst damage, so now Boneshatter remains a good build to start with and for progression in the future if you want to play as a melee build. So friends, I hope you are interested in finding out my top league starters in this short video, or at least just not so bored, because I'm trying to do my best and spend really a lot of time making these pops and builds, and I hope for your reaction in the comments. Thank you all, I love you, it was Rachich, as always, bye.